Hello and welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of April 2016. Welcome everyone. As I always say, please remember to check your rising, to check your moon sign. That will give you more information on the energies available to you. And of course, this is a general reading, so if you would like to touch up on some personal matters, to look at some specific questions, you can always have a private consultation with me. You can contact me at pandorastarot@gmail.com. All the information is in the little box below this video, so you can actually copy paste the email from there. Let's start, Virgo, with this reading. You have in the challenge position the 5 of Wands in reverse. Now, all fives, I've always said, if you've been watching this channel, I always say that fives in the tarot are unstable energy. Now, the 5 of Wands is, I would say, probably the best because it has better interpretations. If you look at this card, we have a bunch of people with the wands. It looks like they're building something, right? It also looks like they could be fighting. So, if I tell you they're actually fighting, you wouldn't be able to say, oh, well, I don't know, it doesn't really look like that. Because this card, you had it in the reverse, but this card talks about working as a group, but it is an unstable energy. You're working in a group, Virgo, with a lot of very creative people. The ones are the element of fire. It's very creative. It's also very passionate. And that means there's a lot of ego involved, and that means that you are working together one minute and the next something happened and you're fighting over something. Okay, that's why it's unstable, and it could be a lot of fighting going around ego stuff related. Okay, so yes, you're working with a group of people that are very creative and they're probably very good at what they do. If it has to do with a work thing, if it is your family, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that the energy is shaky. Okay, it doesn't really fit one energy with the energy of one person with the energy of the other person. And, it's like you're trying to put together something that really doesn't fit. And you have been dealing with this fighting in a group, however that manifests for each and every one of you. Could be that these are your co-workers, could be that you're trying to do some kind of creative project and you're trying to manage a group of people and it's just not working and you don't know why. You have been dealing with this and it's just not moving forward. The fighting keeps going on, and this is something you will have to finally address this month, Virgo. And I would say also because you have there's a Mercury retrograde, so that in the month of April, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, but if I'm not mistaken, it is a Mercury retrograde, and those moments allow you to really replan things, being able to reorganize whatever is not working. Okay, now we talked about this. I think you have been hitting your head against the wall trying to think, why is it that it's not working? Now you have in the center of the reading a Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups represents someone from the water signs, so it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Now, in the reverse, this is someone who could be overly emotional, someone who creates drama, someone who, makes a bigger mess out of things that they're actually smaller. When it's in the upright, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive and very receptive. She listens to other people. She's able to understand them. She's an empath. And being in the reverse, she just lacks all of those qualities. She's not able to listen to the people in this group. She's not able to understand them. She's not connected. And I believe you have been delegating this, the managing of this group with this queen. Okay, and I think you have to really trust her to manage this group, and she's not doing a good job. So you really need to address this. I think you believe that she is actually helping you. It could be actually a man, but she's not. She is actually collaborating to this chaos, or with this chaos. So what the tarot here is saying is that in the position of the things you cannot change, you will have to look at other options. That's what the Three of Wands represents here. This is someone who is contemplating the ships coming over, and he's waiting around for the ships to arrive. So this is basically contemplating your options, contemplating your path. You're going to have to evaluate other people to replace this Queen of Cups. And of course this could easily be translated into a work situation or a creative project type of thing, but it could be that in your family someone is in charge of, I don't know, doing something, or organizing the Sunday's lunch, or organizing Christmas, or organizing whatever, the birthdays, or you're trying to organize some kind of party. The person who is in charge is actually not a good fit, okay, in whichever way this actually manifests to each and every one of you. And what the tarot is saying is that no matter what, you will need to contemplate new options, because it's just not working. Of course, you have to contemplate new options if you want to get out of this situation, and I think you will. Usually, Virgos are not very comfortable in an environment that is completely that it's all over the place all the time. That's how it feels like. Now, you have, in the help you're going to receive, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands could represent someone from the fire signs, so Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. And the Queen of Wands is really, first of all, is up in the upright position, so it's completely different from the Queen of Cups. And it also has a different attitude, a different type of energy. While the Queen of Cups, when it's positive, in the upright, she is receptive and intuitive and an empath. The Queen of Wands is an active person. It's a reactive person. She just gets up and do things. She doesn't wait until receiving. The Queen of Wands is someone who can manage a lot of things at the same time, and without being all over the place. This is someone who will be able to handle all of this, because it also matches in energy. It's the Queen of Wands, and we got the Wands here, so she will actually get what they're coming from, and will be able to handle all of these people, okay, and all of the egos going around. Now, the tarot is saying, if you associate with this person, if you form a partnership with this person, you will succeed. You have the Six of Wands next to the Queen of Wands, and it is the card of success, mundane success. So for those of you with a creative project in the month of April, there's great energy if you associate with the right person. You have as the final card the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is a card of feeling imprisoned. We see someone who is blindfolded, tied up, and all trapped basically. And this card talks about self-imposed prisons, and talks about negative thought patterns, and basically prisons that we put ourselves in. What the tarot here is saying is that if you follow with this person, if you are hard-headed and you keep associating yourself with this Queen of Cups, it will come a time when you will feel trapped. And I believe it's because this person will have managed this group for such a long time, because you didn't take her or him out of this group, that they actually know a lot of things. So trying to either hire another person or to commit another person to this position, it's a lot of work. Okay, so the tarot basically saying, okay, you have two roads here. Either continuing what you're doing right now, that will eventually be negative, or you can start to consider new options and new partnerships, okay, to actually achieve success, because you have the energy available to achieve it. So I hope, Virgo, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next month. Take care.